just tell them that like after this set. So whoever loses this will get 7. So they will apply for the top 8 system. Anyway, some TO stuff going on in the background, but hey! Now we get to see the Palutena. Ooh. That Raflow state, my guy.
That Raflow state, of course.
State, my guy.
MKBigBoss, bro. This guy is a Stone Cold machine, Smash Bros. Machine here, and now he's been taking names left and right here on this Cafeteria Cup, being able to get this far. Raflow as well, being able to beat Umeki, I'm pretty sure, and Tsubaki to get over here through the Lunar side. So both impressive runs so far, but let's see who's going to keep running and who's going to stop.
And it looks like Raflow might be so on fire. He's singeing my boy BigBoss right now. 94%, make that 104 unanswered. Absolutely. Brother, I know you tried to go for that tomahawk grab, bro. I would have done the same thing, too. It's like I'm looking in the mirror right now. This dude is just too talented, bro. Too talented.
Exactly, and I'm sure this is going to be a very familiar matchup for people in the EU scene, because MKBigBoss, despite, you know, not being, like, living in the EU and stuff, he's visited many a times, and he's done consistently very well, so wouldn't be surprised if these players, like, knew each other in and out, and currently, it looks like Raflo knows him a little bit better.
Exactly, 117%, but managed to find his openings with the down tilts, but nothing just yet. Just barely not hitting. Oh, whoa, no. Yeah, whoa, I don't know.
Zone jump scare.
Yeah, jump scare.
Yeah.
But 48% now on Raflo, the littlest of percents on him. And now down throw backer will definitely confirm. Oh no, they're just barely great DI out from BigBoss. The other thing that Raflo goes for a lot is like these landing nairs to lift them up.
Yeah.
Those ones. They're so good, and he's the only Palutena that I see do it a lot.
Of course,
and it always ends up working out for him really amazingly. It can combo back into another nair, it can combo into a back air, it can combo into so much stuff. The versatility of Nair, he knows how to use every single crevice of this character.
Another thing I noticed too across this Cafeteria Cup, man, is like he's just so unbelievably good at hitting his dash grabs. Of course, Palutena dash grab is known to be a pretty good one, but like, you know, using your good tools to its fullest extent, that's the mark of a great player. But MKBigBoss gonna be able to take the stock lead here after like getting 100% on an answer, but nonetheless, answering back with that back air is Raflo.
Exactly, ties it up immediately, but BigBoss finds his opening, but the gyro coming back messes him up, and now he can get his nair opening, and 41 make that 50, and now he's got him in an up air situation. And yeah, landing against Palutena, so difficult, but BigBoss just manages to do it, but gets caught once again.
Exactly, not a lot of people and you know, characters can really do that to Rob. A lot of characters, like, you know, when Rob just nairs up high, you can't really go through that, but Palutena nair and back air, things like that, one of the few moves that actually can, like, contest with that stuff. So, you know, Raflo making great use of it and just going up high in the skies, but MKBigBoss hitting this nair confirm into the up air and got him up the ledge again here.
Oh, down smash almost. I love another great thing about Raflo is this down air usage. It's so versatile and such a great aerial for Palutena that's really underrated, but it sets up well for back air, nair, fair at low percent. It's just such a great combo starter, and it can even lead into kill confirms with the likes of down air, up smash, and the like. So watch out for that.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job too with like, I just noticed he like DI the down tilt so he doesn't get put in the tech situation. So many like instances with just a Rob down tilt, like it'll catch you off guard because it's just so fast, but MKBigBoss catch him teleporting into the center of the stage and actually gonna make him pay his stock because of it.
Exactly, reads the teleport cancel. Great stuff coming out from MKBigBoss as he goes another stock up against Raflo, 92% on him as well. This is looking very doable if you're BigBoss. If he finds that one opening with the gyro, but Raflo not trying to let this lead run away from him.
Of course, but all Raflo needs is like an up air at a very like you know, high velocity, but gonna put the air dodge with the back air. I wonder if he's gonna be able to punish the recovery here, but Raflo tries to go deep with that forward air. Unfortunately not gonna work out for him, but catches the roll with the back air regardless, but gonna give up the ledge trap scenario because of it.
Just barely holds onto that stock Raflo, but the drag downs once again have been so consistent, but MKBigBoss wise to it, and he's holding onto this stock for the slightest of moments.
Yeah, again, and now MKBigBoss, he's just playing so slow, man. He's just playing under the platform and just playing marvelously. Of course, once you're like up a stock lead against Palutena, like, why do I have to get out of my house? But Raflo knocking that house down with the back air and evening up the stock count here.
Great stuff to him as now 64%. Very doable right now. BigBoss, all the momentum in his favor, but Palutena, if she gets that nair, Rob is very big, can get a lot of percent tacked onto him.
Sure, I mean, it might be a bit of a joke on the Twitter and stuff, but, you know, there's a little bit of a hidden truth to a couple of jokes. And, of course, Raflo, ooh, tossing the gyro up there, actually. Getting a little bit of percent off and down tilt dash tag as well. Gonna get him over to 60%, but nice nair coming in from Big Boss.
Yeah, called out the air dodge there, but wasn't able to capitalize off of it. And Big Boss now back in the neutral, but now he's in the disadvantage, but Porter comes out and Raflo has brought this back ever so slightly, but in saying that, Big Boss now with a huge lead, 140%.
Yeah,
gotta watch out.
Closing out the part is going to be the hardest part. Sometimes Robs can just find all the nairs they want, but getting these like actual strong hits like the grabs and the uppers are going to be the hard parts. And Raflo, of course, I thought he was going to live because he just barely missed the platform, but nonetheless, that upper gonna seal the deal of Raflo's stock right there. And game one goes to MKBigBoss.
Yeah, great stuff from Raflo. Nothing but props to him, but Big Boss seems to be the one to know this matchup maybe just a little bit more as he takes game one. And not necessarily what you would consider a good matchup for Rob.
Yeah, I mean, he just played everything down to a T. You know, like when he was at low percents, he was kind of at the edge so that he just doesn't get the full extent of that nair combo. Sometimes you can, like, you know, change the direction of it, like a lot of good poly players do. You know, Raflo, one of them, of course. But MKBigBoss, yeah, he seemed very familiar with this matchup, to say the least.
Exactly. Raflo now down a game. Let's stick with the Palutena. Tried and tested. No changes coming out from these guys. And it will be small battlefield. Probably a better stage for Palutena. One of Palutena's strongest stages. You usually associate Smashville and Battlefield with the likes of Palutena, but of those generally get banned, and of the remaining will be small battlefield. And it looks like this time around it's got to be the small battlefield. Has 54% on Raflo now, and now you'll find your nair opening off the ledge. This could be huge.
Yeah, I feel like Big Boss is actually SDIing these nairs kind of relatively well. Like, he's not really getting too much off of these. And Raflo, though, still gonna have the percent lead. And, oh, goes deep for that backer, barely not killing. If he had a little bit more rage, I think that would have done him in. But nonetheless, Raflo, with his advantage that he's extending it all the way to the bank.
That's another thing we saw a lot about Raflo was his ability to wait and understand, like, sense the fear that's coming out of his opponents, and being able to find that back air ever so good for a character like Palutena, and managing to get those kills. And 126%.
Ooh!
This is what I'm talking about, brother. This is what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah, recognize that wasn't a true combo, and he tries to go for the grab all the time in that game number one, but recognizes that MKBigBoss ain't gonna get hit by that and just opts for the up air call out instead. Marvelous stuff and adaptation coming in from Raflo.
Can't land on that shield or else you'll get caught with that nair. Ooh, not gonna be able to extend it, unfortunate, but 66% on MKBigBoss. He needs to find the stock now, and the up tilt's just barely, but try to get a drag down. Almost caught him out, but unfortunate coming up from Big Boss.
Yeah, but Raflo, I mean, this entire minute, it just looks like the Raflo show. And you know a poly players feeling themselves when they start telling for canceling, man. And Raflo, he's just going all over Big Boss. This is what the matchup is just, you know, what well known for and what's usually look like. And, you know, he's putting on display, gotta say.
Exactly. Tried to go for that nair one, classic Chag into up tilt combo. Another Palutena player who's here, by the way. He's coming to hang out. Anyways, try to go for it, but 135%. And once again, these drag downs. Generally, you don't really see Palutenas do that fastball, but you're mixing it up so well, Raflo. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, not often thought to be one of the more, like, consistent drag downs compared to, like, you know, like Falco Nair. That's just, like, so easy to just, like, get confirmed off of. But Raflo just making the most out of just every aspect of the Nair hitbox, man. And he's in the blender yet again, but unfortunately misses the misdirection with the other Nair.
Yeah, and now MKBigBoss, you gotta land, and against Palutena, being that huge, you expunge your options. It could be an issue, but this could be a huge opening, 93%.
Ooh, tries to go for a side B, a little bit greedy there, but that probably would have killed Raflo here. But nice nair again coming in from Raflo, just playing it safe. And again, just like the ledge trapping part of the Palutena is the scariest, but that side B barely missing.
The suffocation that Raflo's Palutena has been putting onto MKBigBoss has been insane right now, as he can't seem to land or get back to the stage at all.
Ooh,
Trying to bait him out with the up tilts too. See, he's using his mobility options very well too, MKBigBoss. That's what I love about that. You know, you'll often see Palutenas try to go for down tilt and stuff at ledge. Him knowing that, he's going for the up tilt, trying to mix up his timings, which very smart from him, but...
Oh, yeah, that was a great timing on that back air.
Yeah.
And 1-1. I mean, this is, you know, game number 1. MKBigBoss was just playing phenomenal, but gotta say that game number 2, Raflo looked like, you know, he started to remember. He started to remember.
Well-oiled machine, brother. Great stuff from him. 1-1 ties it up. But Big Boss, though, still signs of life coming out from him. Can definitely see this going to Game 5.
Indeed, indeed. And both of them, of course, fan favorites, you know, favorites from Mexico and favorites from France. And only one of them can make it to 5th of Cafeteria Cup. We've had an insanely stacked bracket here, and both of them starting on the loser side, unfortunately, but managing to get all the way here. And, you know, it's gonna be rough trying to get past this set.
Yeah.
But
clawed their way into this top 8 through grit and nothing else, both of these guys. Raflo had that super competitive set against Umeki in losers round 1, and
Indeed.
Big Boss as well against Super Semi.
Yeah.
These guys have gone through thick and thin.
And we're just
The amount
this close to not being here.
Exactly. The amount of stamina they need to be able to upkeep this.
Indeed. Just like
It's
long
insane.
pools, long bracket run, jet lagged, and still here and playing phenomenally here. And then giving us a treat to watch on this game number 3 and on Pokemon Stadium 2 here.
Exactly. Let's see right now. Manages to get the Nair opening and reverses it so it extends even further. 53, make that 62% now, and gets the Nair. Nothing just yet.
Yeah.
62% now on Raflo, and seems to get the forward air.
Ooh! I felt that. I felt that. That would have been brutal. And wouldn't that have killed? I mean, it kind of, I don't know.
Nah, it wouldn't have killed, but
Oh!
surely that will. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of been the crux of this match, but hold on now.
Wait, down air? Oh, okay, goes for the side being said. I mean, just like the lengthy hitbox, of course, going to be a lot easier to hit and just opt for the damage instead. But nonetheless, I mean, Raflo, after finding that up air, he's just looking so ahead right now and catches the air dodge. Oh, and gets the up air as well on the platform.
I go for that up air too, Raflo.
Yeah,
oh my
I
God.
mean, it's just such a lengthy up air. And when you just tech on the platform, of course, just like it lingers so long, you're going to get hit regardless. And Raflo just in the blender right now. This advantage state is not stopping.
Exactly. Unstoppable right now. We definitely in that Raflo state. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Raflo is definitely punching above his weight class right now. He's going insane with this movement. He's the 4th seed coming into this Cafeteria Cup for a reason. And it looks like he's extending his lead even further as he parries that Nair, and now 3 stocks to 1.
This is insane. Yeah, like across this Cafeteria Cup, we have never seen anyone put a display on MKBigBoss like this. But in this game number 3, it just looks like Raflo's show. It's never ending. Where are the credits?
Exactly. We might need to get the end roll out soon, but MKBigBoss with an immediate response.
Hold
He's
on.
still in this fight.
I got my
He's still
own
in this fight.
Yeah. But of course, this is going to be a hell of a deficit for MKBigBoss to try and come back from. But, you know, if anybody could do it, it's going to be MKBigBoss, and Rob has the tools to, of course, close out stocks just like that. We know the famous gyro combos into the side B, and he's well aware of the fact that he can hit these.
Yeah, for sure. We know what Rob can cook when he's in the kitchen, but we know what Raflo can do as well. Managed to catch him out with that down tilt back air at 2-1 now in the favor of Raflo. Great stuff from him.
Yeah, I mean, classic, just like, you know, basic confirms the down tilt into the back air, but... Yeah, it's already kind of loud, though. Okay. Well,
Why not? Why not? Yeah, I don't care.
sure. Sorry. Zomba and Cola have arrived into the venue.
Exactly. We didn't even know they were coming.
Right, didn't he? Yeah, well, I thought they were coming later.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Focusing on back to this match. Sorry, we little TO huddle, little group huddle there. But moving on to Smashville for this game number 4, and I'm liking this pick.
Yeah, make or break here for MKBigBoss, but don't get it twisted. This guy is invincible the way he's been playing throughout this Cafeteria Cup. But Raflo looks just like a little bit too much for him right now. He's getting these Nair openings and just 80% tacked on immediately.
Yeah, and oh wow, getting that down tilt as well. And you know, that down tilt, like sometimes it's pretty relatively easy to hit. But, of course, when you're dealing with someone like Rob as well, like, he can always just, like, up air, try and go through the ledge and things like that. So, not as free on a matchup like this. But, you know, Raflo doing a great job of utilizing. But MKBigBoss making a little bit of a comeback right now.
Exactly. Definitely fighting for this, for his tournament life right now. And it looks like he is. Reads the, oh my god. Reads the teleport cancel and gets the snipe. This guy might be a sharpshooter the way he's playing this Rob. And he may have found another opening right now. Gets the double fair and down air. Unfortunate hitbox. It lifts up rather than getting the spike. But if that had hit, that would have been curtains for Raflo.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been just so much momentum, man. Like, if he was up like 2 stocks to 1, and I mean, who knows, man? MKBigBoss, he's cooking right now. So very well can close it out, you know, right now. But, yeah, that was just such an unfortunate downer hitbox coming in from MKBigBoss. But Raflo still trying to clutch it up here.
Exactly, and that down tilt just so threatening at the ledge. How is Big Boss going to recover? But he manages to thread the needle perfectly. And now, with the littlest of leads, 79%, you can definitely make this comeback if you're Raflo, but if you're an MKBigBoss fan, you're going to want him to extend the lead. Yeah. The fact that rising back air hits that roll in is so brutal in this matchup. Just everything gets covered.
Of course, yeah. Again, it's just the fact of like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, just
Rob
landing on
too
the top
big.
platform.
That happens. Yeah.
Very unfortunate right there. Raflo was not able to recognize, but gonna be able to land this forward air. And of course, hey, you could just land like, you know, a gyro toss, gonna nair combo off, and that could even things right back up. But of course, MKBigBoss trying to not let it happen right now. Gets a little down tilt chain off, and the side B just lingers long enough and gonna be able to get that stock out of the way.
Exactly. Great recognition. Knows that if he went for something like back air, the high recovery would have been safe. But the long-lasting hitbox of that side B comes up huge for MKBigBoss as he takes Raflo to his last stock on game 4.
Yep, but Raflo gonna have a little bit of a nair chain here and lands it, ends it with an up air. So, you know, MKBigBoss not out of the waters just quite yet, but in this game he's been playing phenomenal right now. So let's see if he can close it out. Of course, he's at 42%. This could be like a nair into a you know, rotor arm combo percent here.
Exactly. We could be on for a Rob classic, but looks like Raflo showing signs of life in this game too. He's still not out of it just yet. MKBigBoss got a lot more to do. And he'll start off with a gyro combo, but just barely managed to low profile it.
Yeah, and I mean, Raflo slowly but surely, he's, you know, he's living at the very least, but MKBigBoss is on him, like, just all over him, especially at these ledges, and oh, that gyro sent him the other way, that would have been brutal, but Raflo, luckily, oh, trying to get the gyro jazz combo there, too. But unfortunately, not going to work out in his favor, but still, nonetheless, oh, what? Oh, okay, unfortunately, cancels out that nair, so doesn't kill, but the back throw? Oh my god, I could hear that match.
Exactly. Mashing for your life at that rate, man. You want to hold on to this stock with dear life.
And
both of these guys.
That he did.
Oh! We don't want to see either of their runs end here. Both of them have been so good throughout this entire Cafeteria Cup. And Raflo has found his opening. Can he make this impossible comeback as he already taxed 50% on MKBigBoss? But hold on now. The nair almost got caught by the up air.
Yeah, the up air and the nair training is very unfortunate for him, but, oh, the down tilt, because he's going to take Dave's butt. Raflo not going to take where he wanted. Now, sitting at the center of the stage here, this is so scary for both of the players. Obviously, Raflo is at 120%. He could die to a back air, especially a small stage like Smashville, but he's just playing it safe in the corner right now.
Exactly, and Raflo looking for that forward air to open up this stock. Great recovery coming out from BigBoss too, and Raflo opting to go for the safe option there. Just teleports away, but is that grab going to kill? Down throw 50-50?
Oh, but the mash is absolutely immaculate. It doesn't opt for the up air and just goes for the up smash instead, but Raflo somehow just escaping off the clutches of death and finds the roll in read, but the SDI, what?
Holds onto that stock for dear life, but now in the corner against Rob. It is so brutal. Down tilt's coming out.
Yeah, of course, the down tilts aren't going to kill, but oh my god, gets the back throw! Is this going to kill? Of course not. What am I saying? But MKBigBoss at such a rough situation now, of course. Shield that up air, wise to it. Oh, this is so brutal.
At the ledge, so scary!
Oh, this is going to be it.
Excellent call out coming out from Raflo there as he takes it 3-1 over BigBoss. But BigBoss, though, his run ends here, and we are sad for it. It has been a great run for him. But unfortunately, it ends at 7th place.
Yeah, I mean, just props to both of the players. But of course, BigBoss, I mean, starting off from losers, but getting that Game 5 win over Super Semi. And then, who's it? Natoru as well to get over here.
Yeah, who Natoru was on fire throughout pool.
I know, Natoru was fired today. But nonetheless.
Do you want
sorry.
this to end and then do this, or do you want Raflo to stay?
No, let's wait for that to end. We have extra time.
How long? How long is that? How long is that?
That's game 2.
いや、
Game two.
今のところは向こうが終わるのを待ってる感じです。
What should we just do then? What should we do if we're waiting for that one? Hold on, let me look at the bracket.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the